Hello, this is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong. The coping skills that are being used and highly recommended in StayWHOLE are, of course, analogies. And we have chosen that because the visual, the image of the tool, we hope, to pop up as we are faced with a situation, a new situation, or we are about to address and calm issue. So we are going now to the third tool, and the third tool is the quilt. Of course, you know what a quilt is. It is pieces of fabric that are stitched together to create a cover or a blanket. And those pieces of fabric in the old times were taken from different t-shirts or pants or other clothing that, because they were worn out, you were separating, cutting the part that was okay, not damaged, and you stitched again together the different parts of clothing that you were able to separate from the damaged parts. The same way as we're entering into a new situation, we want to bring along memories from the old situations we have experienced in our lives that left us with either a smile in the face, there were happy moments, happy experiences, or left us, which is much more important than the happy memories, with a good lesson, an experience with people and events where we learned something, that it is not bitterness, it is not anger, even though it might have brought some bitterness and anger as we were going through those situations before. But there's always an undamaged piece in every experience, which we want to preserve. That's why sometimes when we are trying to forget a sad memory, to forget an unpleasant experience, by forgetting it all, we might be also throwing away the good part, because there's always a good part. Good parts are not the times that we smile. Good parts are the times that we learn how certain behaviors of ours, if they are replaced with others, if we develop patience, endurance, and a positive attitude despite the negativity of the circumstances, we gain more. And this is why those difficult times serve us, if not better, but the same way in new situations. Like the rose on the stem with the thorns and the clean sponge, the quilt is also helping us as we are entering into new situations, because it is unfamiliar, but old experiences that were helpful, and they were not based on impulsive reactions, but on patience and endurance and a positive attitude. We find ourselves arguing less and being more successful in overcoming the challenges without turning into problems. The quilt very often helps us become the one thing that if we wrap ourselves tight with, and if the quilt is stitched correctly by using as threads patience, endurance, and whole emotions, along with faith, we find very difficult times in the future to become easier to overcome, because we are prepared. You might not know what this new situation will bring along, but you know what kind of coping skill you have that you can use as you're approaching the new day in the new situation. Please leave your comments and suggestions on Facebook or email us on staywhole@gmail.com. Until tomorrow, stay well and God bless you.